Morning. Thank you so much for being on our business chat and our 300-hour training chat this morning. So I just wanted to say we had a wonderful time together last weekend at the retreat. Maybe we could use this time just to recap what you learned on a deeper level for the ladies that weren't able to come in our 300-hour.
Yeah, my 3 words ended up being embodiment, beauty, and tribe. And I also used sattva, which was my word for my vision board. So it was just really nice to be with everybody in person, really, and to meet you, Lisa, and see your beautiful place, and to make that connection in person. So I really enjoyed that, and it was a special treat meeting Kristen, the Bhakti House Band as well, which was fun to really, connect with the Sanskrit in that way, and the Vedic practices, and the chai, and all the cooking, and kind of all the things we did. Just really, it was so much more beyond the asana practice. So it was really lovely, and totally love photographing, your land and y'all,
She said y'all, do you hear that? You picked up a y'all while you're here. It's contagious. Well, your pictures are amazing, so I love to see more of them. And yes, if you wanted to post your favorites in the Global Goddess Tribe too, I created an album for us in the Facebook group. And I love that 360-degree view you did for your cover photo. That turned out really cool.
Yeah. That was like the first morning, my morning meditation walk. So yeah, the first impressions of everything. So beautiful.
Yes, that was beautiful. Yes, like a 360-degree view of the waterfall. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so your takeaways, your 3 words again, recap.
Embodiment, beauty. There was one more. Tribe. Oh, tribe. Yes.
Yes, of course. Good. Well, mine, my 3 words. Well, actually, I ended up with. I started with power, and then I added passion. No, I started with passion, and then I added power, and then the last day I added awaken. So those were my 3 takeaway words, and it was fun because after we had a decompression day with my team, with Anna and Amanda, the next day after the retreat, and we wrote our words on Post-its, and got pedicures and went to lunch. So it was really nice to kind of end the weekend that way. So what happened for me, I think that I was above and beyond the depth of expectation that I thought that we would have. You never know how deep a tribe and a community is going to go together until you're in that space where they're holding each other up. And everybody at the retreat was just so ready for knowledge and also for sisterhood. It was really beautiful to see each other, everyone just stepping in and really being so supportive, and people were able to really go a lot deeper in their shares because of the amount of support that y'all were offering. And so I just want to thank you so much. As as the 300-hour students, it's so much more than just an awesome practice, like you said, and just to share these deeper levels of the actual teachings. And I really enjoyed the chai practice. That was really fun. Just to boil the chai and then just let it settle, and to share that beautiful experience with each of you, and share our chai together after the night of our fire ceremony, and then all day learning about the goddess. So that was really, I really enjoyed having our guests this weekend, and I can't wait to get those recordings up for you. So who wants to go next?
I'll go next, Peggy. So, well, I only had 2 words of intention. I had detach, because I really needed to let go of a lot of things in my current situation and in the past. And then appreciation is my word for the year. And I just reinforce that. I just thought the retreat was amazing. Every minute of it was magical. I loved being able to practice at the waterfall and be able to be in the cabin. It was like a dream come true. It's just, after seeing it on the video so much, it's like, I'm actually here. You know, the setting was gorgeous. Everyone was so loving and giving, and it was just such a spiritual experience. I just, words don't say enough. And Kristen helped me understand Sanskrit, because I always, you know, I'm caught up, it's a language, but it's really not. It's an experience. It's, you experience whatever, you experience the tree. You don't say tree, you know.
Right.
So that really helped me a lot. I just can't say enough positive things. It was exactly what I needed and so much more. So I thank everybody, especially you, Lisa, but everybody, because we all made it.
We did. It was beautiful. I'm so glad that you and Bit got to come and stay.
We loved it every minute.
Yes. Oh, it was beautiful. So Candy or Anna, do y'all want to recap a little bit about your takeaways?
I will. Yeah, thank you so much. I had such a good time, and just to really see people in person, you know, be in the presence of these people that I'm starting to grow closer to. It's just like kind of reconnecting with friends and family. It's just so good to actually physically be together and spend that time. And of course, you, Lisa, to spend time with you. I enjoyed that so much. My first retreat, I didn't know anybody, and it was a great experience, but different. This one, it was just like, you said the word depth, and that really speaks to me, because the depth of what I'm learning now and how I can practice it daily is so different than just my asana practice. And I'm just loving it. And it was just great. I came home listening to Louise Hay. I got to chapter 7 listening to Louise Hay, and those affirmations are seriously already changing like my worldview every day. So I'm loving that practice too.
It happens so fast.
Really fast. I mean, I started saying I approve of myself on the way home, and like would flip up the mirror and just glance, I approve of myself.
Yes, I love it. Yeah,
So,
and that segues into our mirror work, but I'll share about that after Anna shares.
mm-hmm. Thank you.
Thank you.
Make me go last, why don't you, ladies? All right, so this is my third one that I have been to, and they've all been fantastic, and I've all learned something new from all of them. But this one, for some reason, it was just the space that we all held for each other that really, really stood out. Like, it was just the energy and the vibrations, or whatever you want to call it. Like, it was just so noticeable that everybody was there. And there was actually another trainee that we couldn't even look at each other without just setting each other off every single time. She wasn't a trainee, sorry, an attendee that was there. But I think also what I took away from this time was the learning the mantras and the Sanskrit. It just kind of deepened my understanding. And I think it was Peggy that was saying about feeling it rather than just saying it. And that's what it was like this time. It was like, I was actually, rather than just repeating the words, I'm actually feeling the words.
Yes, right. That's great. Yeah, and that's really what the language is it's just so deep, and it's just such a perfect language. And to learn more about that is, you know, it's really, really cool to just experience it. It's an experiential language, you know. And when Anna was saying that, you know, she would look at this other trainee and set each other off, what do you mean by that?
Well, it varied. A lot of the time we'd end up crying because of something moving that you were saying that was just hitting home. But we just hugged a lot, and we just, we didn't sit and talk, but we just connected. Do you know what I mean? And so, yeah, just every time we would be in a circle and we would, you would be talking during a workshop or something like that, I just felt like we were connecting to what you were saying, which was allowing us to connect more. It's hard to explain, but we were always just like, oh, we need another hug, like just come here.
That's awesome.
So, but it was really great, and everybody just felt so comfortable with each other, and it was just a really, really good, great group of people.
Yes, it was. The dynamics this time around, there was something very special. And, it's always special, super special. I mean, coming back from Hawaii 2 months ago, I was like, oh, nothing is going to be that awesome again. And it's just, y'all blew me away. I mean, right here on our land, it's, you don't have to go anywhere. I mean, of course, y'all went somewhere, but I didn't. And, so it's just, it's not the place where you're at. It's the people that you bring to it, and the teachings that you bring. And that really kind of hit home for me this time. So I wanted to share as Candy was saying on the way home, she was looking in the mirror and saying those positive words. And so as a tribe, we're doing our mirror work. So how many of you have been listening to the meditations that I'm recording from Louise Hay's book? So yes, and so have you been enjoying them? Do you have any feedback so far on any of the affirmations you've been saying to yourself?
I'm just gonna jump in there. At the very beginning, I think the first one is to look in the mirror and say that I love you.
The first one that's the second one. The first one is to say, I will learn to like you.
Okay.
That I am open to loving. It's like just opening that doorway.
Right. So it's the second one.
Yeah, the second day.
Yeah. So the first one, I was like, yeah, okay, I got this, And then standing in front of the mirror saying, I love you, I'm just like, no, like I do. Like I can sit there and I can get myself ready for the day. And I'm like, yeah, I look good. All right, let's go. And I feel good about myself. But to actually look myself in the eye, and I was telling somebody else about this who, I'm not gonna lie, I was telling Jeffrey about this, who actually started laughing at me a little bit. And I was like, you do.
Oh yeah.
Go look at yourself in the mirror and like honestly say that you love yourself. Don't just say it, mean what you're saying. It's a lot harder than it is. So
and to say it 100 times, that's really hard. I mean, it's not hard, it's just I mean, it's kind of taxing. Like you're like, oh my gosh, now I gotta say it again. Like every time you see yourself, and then you can use your phone too, by the way, because she is supposed to be the pocket mirror, so you can use your phone, and then you're looking at the camera like, I love you, Lisa. I really, really love you. And it's so cheesy, but it gets easy. It gets really easy. And then when you see yourself and you just say it, I mean, my husband laughs at me for all the stuff I do, but it works. It makes a very, very quick regroove in the brain.
Yeah. It's probably not saying it's hard, but I think it's meaning it. I think, like believing what you're saying.
Yeah, Candy?
Yeah, my husband used to say to me, he goes, what do you mean you don't know if you love yourself? I mean, he never could even grasp not feeling that way. He's just, I guess that's just what he does. But
that's
yeah,
good.
I had to do, that's good for him. It's not okay. But that's where I approve of myself really has been a nice gateway for me, because I could start there and move into it, with I like me. And, but I approve of myself. That's like little actions I do too.
Yeah, that's everything.
I approve of my path,
I love
and I've liked that a lot.
Yeah, that's so powerful, and it feels so good, doesn't it?
It really does, and it gives me just that little boost of confidence that just a week ago I felt like I was lacking.
I see that light in you. Can you see that in her? How she's just beaming?
Maybe it's the hairstyle.
Well, your hair always looks good, but I mean, just brings me to tears just to see the growth in you all. And I mean, it happens so fast. Like you think, oh, this is gonna this 300-hour journey is going to, well, in 2 years, I'll be a 500-hour teacher. And that's so far down there. And, like you said, in a week, this transformation happens, and oh, it's just so beautiful. And then it keeps getting better, and then it keeps getting better, and then it keeps getting even better, And so that's the amazing thing about this life. We're just so blessed. And, in our private chat, we have for those of you that weren't at the retreat, the ones that were on retreat have a private message group so they can keep in touch. And just the things that have been shared in there are just really so open and beautiful, and just so heartwarming. And just to see the ladies still intending to connect in that way after the retreat, it's so important because as we mentioned, we receive these deep teachings and these transformations, and it's up to our tribe to hold each other up as we walk into the real world. And then things happen, and there's just like not to share anything personal, but a recap of kind of things that have shifted is one of the girls who is extremely unhappy at her work and felt that she didn't resonate with any of the people there, was super scared to even mention it to her boss. The universe worked it out for her, where her boss came up to her and whispered to her, like, hey, I'm going to be leaving in January. And she's like, oh my God, it gives me this opening just to say, I am too, and just to do it, just to step into that boldness and just say, oh my gosh, well, I'm going to do it then. That's my open door. I'm jumping through it, and another girl who had conflict with her mother was stepping into boundaries, and then found herself a brand new job. So, and speaking of, please hold space for my sister. She's currently interviewing as a sales manager for Candlewood Inn, and she's really excited. She feels this is a perfect position for her in the hospitality industry. So I know she's going to make it. I know she's going to get this job. She's an incredible worker and has so much talent to give. So she's really excited about that. And there's just so many things that are happening, and it just continues to shift. So continue to do your mirror work. In the book, if you do get the book, go ahead and do some of the journaling too. And I'm not sharing that part because that's more in depth, but the book is really short, but the journaling exercises are intense. And I'm going to be totally honest, I don't do all of them. I'd be writing for hours, but you can pick and choose the ones that you resonate with as you go through the 21-day journey. And I've been through this journey several times, and don't do every single exercise every single time, but as I go through, I'll do different ones. I'll always do the affirmations and the mirror, but then there's different exercises you can do if you want to deepen your journey in the process. So this weekend, I will be streaming live from the Holistic Festival of Life and Wellness in Plano, and my class is at 11 a.m. Saturday, and I'm really excited about that. Candy, are you coming to that?
I needed to get with you and see what you needed me to do.
Oh, okay. If you want to stay on the chat after we close, that would be great.
Okay, we'll do that.
Anybody have anything else coming up that you want to share over this next week?
I just wanted to let you know I picked up the mirror book for my daughter and my niece, and I'm going to be seeing my niece next Thursday in Indiana for Thanksgiving. So I thought I could do that with my daughter, Alexandra, and also maybe my brother will do it with his niece because he loves me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gifting that, and I saved the facials from Wendy, and I'm going to do the facials with my daughter. We'll do a selfie and post.
Oh. I tell you, they're not cute selfies. They're a little Jason-ish. They're a little scary because it's a sheet mask. And so Anna and Amanda and I did it together, and we're like, okay, we're totally not going to post these because these are a little creepy. I'm not going to lie, they're a little creepy. You can barely see and you can't breathe. So they're not really Instagram photos.
We'll see what happens, yeah.
But they feel good. You can rub in the little fruit acids to your face, after you're done. So it's nice. But yeah, so we did a gift exchange. That was really fun. So I really enjoyed the it was kind of like Christmas for all the yogis. It was so fun. Yeah. All right. Well, ladies, thank you so much for your time today.